Hello everyone, this is Clary from Shadow Moon Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. This is a May wrap-up video. And I do apologize that it's too bright behind me, but it's very sunny and it's also very warm here. So I have the window open and we may hear loads of sounds because we are near the school as well. But we have to roll with it, and I have to record this now because I won't have time during the week. Uh, I want to start by saying that for me, the card of the month was the Five of Pentacles, and Five of Pentacles for me means difficulties, like problems that we have to overcome. And indeed, that was the overall feel of the month, from small things to like uh, I had pre-ordered a few things, and then we decided that we are moving house in July, so I had to contact all people to change the address, to more important things like many trips back and forth to the hospital because Ivan had some health issues, and we had the scheduled appointments, but then we had many urgent trips back and forth as well. So yeah, that was the overall feel of the month, and it was quite stressful for me. However, there were good things happening as well, and one of them is that Ivan created an online marketplace for all things magical and mystical, and this is called the unseenalley.com. And the good thing about that is that it's free. It's like eBay, but people can open stores and can list items and can sell items without paying any fee at all. The only time that you have to pay is if you want to promote your store or enhance it, and then these enhancements won't be free. However, for the first 100 people that will join, you will get some credit to your store. So that is your problem solved as long as you hurry up. Now, what you can sell and buy there? Well, everything magical and mystical, like readings, decks, books, jewelry, herbs, crystals, decorative items for your altar, and all sorts of stuff. Like I said before, this is free, and that is good not only for the seller but also for the buyer, because that means that the prices will be kept lower. And also the good thing about the Unseen Alley is that it's not only UK based or only US based. You can sell throughout countries. And if you always wanted to open a shop, but you were like, oh, who is gonna do my website and who is gonna take care of the online payments, you don't have to worry about that because this the system is like very easy to navigate and to create your shop. And also there is secure payment methods, so you don't have to worry about that either. Obviously, this is a very new project, so there aren't many sellers and buyers yet, but it's up to us to promote it and then enjoy it. Moving on, I would like to say that May was the month of Game of Thrones, and that was the finale of the series. It was season 8. And although I am a big fan of the show, I have to say that season 8 wasn't my favorite. I felt that it was a bit rushed, a bit too heavy on action, and yeah, I think I expected a bit more. But overall, it wasn't bad and I did enjoy it. Another thing that I am really, really happy about is that in May I hit 100 subscribers on YouTube and 400 subscribers on Instagram, and I'm so very grateful to all of you. And yeah, I'm really, really happy about that. Also, a couple of other things happened in May. One was my best friend's birthday, and so we had a girls' day out, and it was very pleasant. And the other thing is that I got a chance to go to a Pride event because one of my managers is getting married next month, and him and his partner are obviously part of the LGBT community, and they had their like pre-marriage party, and it was really nice. And also it was a very sunny day, and the weather was lovely. It was all very enjoyable. Moving on, books. This month I read The Book of Secrets by Tom Harper. I have to say that I did enjoy this book. It is similar to the Da Vinci Code, so it has two storylines. One was the old one, and it's about Gutenberg and how he invented typography, and then about a book that got lost during the centuries, and then we have the modern uh, timeline where there is that guy who works for FBI and his ex-girlfriend goes missing, and he's looking for her, and while he's looking for her, he finds the clues about the book, and yeah, and the story goes. But I have to say that the romance is not very intense in this book, and I do like that it's very realistic in general and not very sloppy. So yeah, I did enjoy this. I would give it like 4 stars. Yeah. Also, I continued working with the Chakra Wisdom Oracle Toolkit. I'm not going to say much about this because I have mentioned it in my 2 previous monthly wrap-ups. So yeah, I keep enjoying this. Another book that I started, I haven't finished yet, but I really enjoy is uh, Anthony's book, Your Tarot Card. And this is a great book if you struggle with the chord cards, and it is great because it gives you a lot of information about the chord cards, and it has exercises and a lot of fun stuff, and it's an easy read, and also it helps you get more familiar with the chord cards, and I really enjoy reading this book. And last but not least, I've started reading the Tarot Face to Face by I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. It's Marcus. Well, I will. Marcus Kaj and Tali uh, Goodwin, and this is um, this is a great book for working with the tarot, but in a different way. It's full of exercises, and it tells you. It's not so much about card meanings, but it's more about working with tarot, working with spreads, working with clients, and yeah, a lot of good stuff. I have just started. I am like only uh, that much in, but it is a very good read, and yeah, I think I would recommend this book. Moving on to Oracle decks. I normally don't use affirmation decks, but in April when I had my birthday, I found this book on this Oracle very cheap on Amazon, like less than £4, and I thought, well, I'll grab it. And this is an affirmation deck, basically. It's called The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein, and I have to say that it's not the kind of deck that I would rush to buy if it wasn't an offer, but I'm pleased that it is in my collection. The colors really are really nice. It's like watercolory, and I like the art style. And the back is nice, the cardstock is nice. The messages, most of them are good, but there are a few that are a bit like too sloppy for me because they are like all about love and light. And yeah, I know it's an affirmation deck, but I don't know. Yeah, overall, it's something that I did enjoy using, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend. Another oracle that I used is this one, the Soul Lessons and Soul Purpose Oracle cards by Sonia Croquette. And I think this is out of print. However, I bought it from on eBay, and I think you can still find it if you keep an eye. It wasn't very expensive when I bought it, so I don't know. This has like very basic illustration, I would say, like, and keywords, but it is great for personal development work and shadow work and yeah, things like that. It is a nice deck, and it comes with this little guidebook that has like about a page for each card. And yeah, I may do a walkthrough of this deck at some point, but overall I would like to say that this is um, a nice oracle deck. It's not a divination deck, it's more of a personal development deck, I would say. Another deck that I really enjoyed this month, and I bought it for my birthday, or well, I had it bought for my birthday, and I really enjoyed is this one. It's called The Sacred Traveler Oracle Cards by Dennis Lin, and yeah, this I love the illustration because it's very, I don't know, it makes me feel like I'm a kid again, and I'm reading like bedtime stories and fairy tales. And although I'm not a big fan of having too much writing on the cards, I find that this really works for me. And yeah, and it has like, it's not all positive. It has some shadow cards as well. So yeah, I really like this one, and it comes with this little guidebook that gives you again like the the card meaning and then the traveler speaks, and it's about a page long for each card. And the cardstock is really good as well, and the colors are nice and bright. I really enjoyed working with this oracle, and I find that it works great for practical advice, and it does work nicely with tarot and other oracle cards, the decks, I mean. Next, I also worked with the Messenger Oracle by Ravine Phelan, or I don't know, I may have butchered the name. And this is not a new deck, but it's new to me, and I found it second hand on for a very good price, and I thought I would get it because I wanted to go together with my Dreams of Gaia, which is from the same artist. And this is another oracle that I really enjoyed working with. It's a bit like too glossy for me, but the backings are quite nice, and the artwork is like stunning. And you have the number of the card, but it's really small, so it's not intrusive. And you have also some keywords there, like see yourself in nature, know your power, embrace the feminine, focus and then act, follow the moon, know your fears, and yeah, it has both positive and negative keywords, so it's really reveal the truth, and it's so stunning. Like it's a really nice deck, and it does read well as well. Tarot wise, again, this month, you know, no surprise there. Uh, oop, it's oh come on, yeah, I do read reversals, and it's a Dark Mansion Tarot, and I will show you all of the upside cards. Like seriously, what can I say? Yeah, but this is a lovely deck. I love it, and it's a very good reader. It's very good quality. It's stunning. Another deck that I used this month because it was kind of a heavy month for me. I really wanted something to brighten my soul and to make me happy. So the Everyday Witch, because I love this deck. It's funny and it's colorful, and it doesn't sugarcoat anything. It's a bit sassy as well, but I don't know, I just love it. It makes me happy. I have noticed that these kind of illustrations that are kind of cartoonish, but like, I don't know how you describe this type of art, really makes me happy. I'm not a huge fan of the backings, but yeah, overall it does work for me, and I really like it. And I also continued working with the Tilwick Tarot, and this is a stunning deck. I'm sorry that it is out of print, but you can still find it. Um, I got an email like a few weeks back that it was back in stock in the US. However, when I went on the shop, it still seems out of stock, so I'm not quite sure what happened there. However, if you contact the people, you may be able to get a deck. So yeah, it's really it's a beautiful deck. It's not for big readings because there are no people, and it's not one of them decks that um, it's all rooms and gardens and places. So although there are like um, there are clues, there are all the elements that you will find in a Rider-Waite Smith deck exist in here as well. However, they are not as easy to spot, and because it's a collage, and the way that I don't know, it's like the colors and the texture, feel and stuff. It's not easy to read when there are many cards. You just get lost, or I get lost. So what I do is I use it as the card of the day and something to focus on, and it's more like for path working and dream working and things like that. But it's a stunning deck. I really love it, and I had some profound messages as well. Also, when I was mentioning oracles, I forgot to say that I also used the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, and this is I think the second edition of this oracle. The first one went out of print many years back, and now that was remake. This edition has this kind of orangey back, and the cardstock is really thin. However, the book and the art and the keywords and everything is still the same. So in terms of reading, it reads exactly the same, and it's a good reader. And if you know astrology, this is a nice deck to play with, because you can get many things like from the combination and the keyword and it reads well. However, I found that sometimes it doesn't necessarily work great with all the decks and all the readings. But that's a discussion for another time. If you want to play with astrology, though, this is a nice starting deck. And the deck that stole my heart in May was the Numerology Oracle by Christine Bengel and Patrick Stahel. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm really bad at reading names. And comes with this deck. That's the backing. And they are out of order because I keep using them. And they basically, it's 30 cards, 3 cards for every number from 0 to 9. And they have like the inhibition, the exaggeration, and the solution position, like not position, version of the number. And that has helped me really understand the numbers. And I found it to be super accurate, super helpful. And I also found that this has helped me understand the numbers better, which also apply to the tarot cards as well. So through this deck, I found new meanings to the tarot deck. Because obviously the tarot is based on numerology as well, because all the numbers, all the cards are numbered. And when you apply these meanings to the tarot cards, you get an extra layer, and it does fit very well. But I will make a video on that at some point, so I'm not gonna explain this right now. However, it is a very interesting deck if you're interested in numerology, and the book is quite interesting as well. I have to say that half of the book was really enjoyable, and half of it was kind of a I don't know. But overall, I got a lot of information out of it, and I learned a lot. So I would suggest it if this is something that you would like to dive in. Now, what else? Yeah, I said about the books, I said about the tarot and the oracle, and now I would like to mention, before closing, I would like to mention a few channels that I really enjoyed this month. And to begin with, I would like to mention a very new channel, and Danny Mystic, Dustin, the Modern Metaphysic Man, sorry Dustin, and Lisa, the Supportive Tarot, joined together and they created a new channel called 3 Fat Readers. And they had their first video all together, and it was about the Game of Thrones Tarot and the series. And it was really fun. And from what I gathered, the plan is that they are going to meet every month and do a show together. And I would really recommend this channel because, yeah, it was very enjoyable. 3 Fat Readers. I also enjoyed Jen's Balanced Tarot interview at the Hermit's Cave. And I love Jen. She's such a sweet person. She's Lisa's, the Supportive Tarot sister, and Jen is like such a nice person, so warm and so friendly, and yeah, I just enjoy watching her videos. So watch her channel, Jen's Balanced Tarot. Also, I would like to mention Anya Esma on YouTube. she had a great video about how you can reset routine and mental declutter, and that was so thought-provoking because quite often we have, you know, a very busy life, and we don't stop to actually like reflect on what we are doing, and we get in like a robot mode. And her suggestion in this video was so helpful that I think that you should go and check it out. I will put the link down in the description box. And I would also like to mention Donna, the Ozark Oracle, and she created a fantastic tag which is called hashtag what call card are you, and I have done a VR to this. I will link that video as well. But yeah, Donna is such a lovely person. Like she's a queen of cups, what can I say. uh, like she's lovely, she's friendly, she's approachable, um, she's very supportive of others. So yeah, go check her channel. And I really like that many of her videos are outside, so you get to see the country house, uh, not the country house, the countryside. And yeah, that was great. And last but not least, I want to mention Heather Carter, because she has created a series called Beginner's Guide to Tarot. And at first, not being a beginner, I thought, well, I don't know if I have time for this, but I decided to watch her her videos on this series, and I have to say it's great because it's very different to what you would expect, and it's not just for beginners because it's full of symbolism and um, very juicy stuff. So yeah, go check it out. It's a great series, and it's not only for beginners. And thank you, Heather, for doing that. And thank you all of you for being patient and watching and supportive and watching my videos and my rumbles and all. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And until next time, have a wonderful time. Much love. Bye.